solar down by Laughlin, they had.
There's no more?
There's no more. Is that, I understand that was because they weren't able to get a contract for that?
There was not a market, they could not sell that power, and that was, so that's what they indicated was
Nevada Energy told me the same thing, hey, we have contracts through this date, we don't need anything yet, and they're like, we need it now.
Well, that's become one of the big headaches for all of the solar developers, is California wants to develop in California. And you can understand why. Now that facility pays property taxes to the California governments. Importing it from Nevada, all of those revenues and stuff stay in Nevada, which we'd love to see happen. But California's indicated they're not anxious to see out-of-state renewables. So that changes the market criteria for a lot of these outfits.
Did I understand you to say that we have the property and the ability to build the solar power that we need and keep it within company? Can we do that without raising the rates of our customers? I know rates may one day go up, but can we do it without that being the determining factor of that?
I think that's becoming a real possibility. We have till January of 2018 to make a determination on that. And if it is cost effective, why wouldn't you take an opportunity to put some of that onto your system? The question then becomes, how much can you put on it? And you want to put something that's not going to cause interruptions or power quality issues for your customers. And so we'll continue to pursue that. We're not going to be the cutting edge industry in that, but we certainly don't want to miss an opportunity to provide a good, clean resource for our customers.
But if we can control our own solar power,
Yeah.
I see that as a great advantage to us as to worry about going and buying it from some outside agency. All I know is my California's already experienced their problems. My son was running graduation for his high school and they got a rolling blackout right in the middle of it. And it's because they don't have enough power to service their people.
Is education first on the list of rolling blackouts?
No, I think just my son's high school was.
I think our experience is we don't want the elementary schools full of children going without their power. They're kind of last on the list. Hospitals, those are some of the emergency services. Those are in a rolling blackout. Those are the kind of things that we kind of exempt out of the rolling blackout.
Going forward, though, I think the prices have come down enough that we can see some benefit in it in an incremental approach where we can do peak shaving and not base loading. I think that's the niche that we need to fit in there, that we can save ourselves by just shaving that peak.
But if we can do it in-house, I would think that would be the ideal.
Memphis has also looked at, there's an opportunity to send a couple of our people to a school for, is that a week or something?
Yeah, to train them on the installation and the construction of the project.
Anyway, that's I think concludes everything I have to discuss with you.
Delmar, last time was the lake was going down really fast.
And it'll continue to
How about, how are we doing as far as our dam power?
We have an arrangement with the Bureau on Hoover Power that we pay the cost whether one drop of water goes through that dam or not. Right. As long as the revenues, as long as there's water flowing through the turbines, generating revenues, we're okay. Except we have to buy additional power because they don't run as long. They have a revenue insufficiency fund. Our obligation to that right now is about $250,000. Terry and I looked at that this morning. Should that go to the point where they're no longer able to generate enough to recover the cost to operate, they will then turn to the insufficiency fund and we could have additional charges there. Pat Mulroy, in an article, indicated she believes the lake will drop below 1075. 1075 is a significant level. At that level, there are conservation criteria that kick in. And I think it's 4% that you have to reduce your water consumption by. That would be a critical point for us and everybody else. That would probably drive the development of the pipeline and transmission line into Lincoln and White Pine. But it's, her outlook was that it would drop below 1075. So if you can predict the weather, tell us when we're going to come back. Tree ring data indicates that we're probably in a more normal water cycle now, more typical water cycle for the Colorado than we have been. When the dam was built and the water's allocated, that was probably an unusually wet period. And it was, all the allocation stuff were based on that.
We'll hope we're not going into the prehistoric 175-year drought they had, right?
No, I think our communities, Mesquite, Virgin Valley, Wapner, and Logandale, we do have some insulation from the effects on the Colorado, where these communities have rights that preceded the development of Hoover Dam, so you're allowed to take water out of the Virgin and Muddy and some of those things to meet the. At some point, you've got to wonder, will there be some kind of growth restriction placed or in the community? So I don't know.
What is the level at now? Is it close to 1075 or?
It's at 1110.
11:10. But now you're into your heavy water use between now and the end of October. All of that water goes into, I guess, the end of September, Imperial Valley and some of that for agriculture. So,
It's going to drop about another 70 feet.
about another 35 feet.
35 feet.
Yeah. And because of the V shape, that number can happen pretty quick.